Doobie doobie. Oh. Here we go. Welcome back, everyone. I accidentally started without doing my intro, but it's fine. I'm recording. I'm recording, right? I'm totally recording. I totally click record. Yeah, of course I did. That'll be so silly. This trial's going to be exactly 45 minutes long. Was it one of us?
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial.
I don't like this guy's voice. I'm sorry. I don't like this guy's voice. There's nothing on Danganronpa. I'm going to sit back, though.
The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out.
Yo, we're all going to be able to leave. It's a one chapter game.
That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
You're not as English as I thought you were. Just linger for a second. Just linger. Linger. We're lingering. And we're done.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
You're American? You've been saying English lingo this entire time. How the fuck are you American?
Somebody get me out of here!
Oh, okay, that's English. You're just an American doing an English accent.
What happened to her?
My god, the size of Wolfgang.
Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bicker, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please, carry on.
Holy shit. The people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing?
Die now, please.
I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
Can we fail the trial on purpose just so he gets killed with the rest of us?
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
Yeah, who murdered that dummy chick, right?
not
Dummy thick,
who
dummy chick.
murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
Yeah, they were inflicted via stabbing.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh gosh, do you hear that? That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching! During non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Oh yes, I'm stimming right now, guys, I'm stimming. Students may say things that contradict the truth. And it's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order to progress the trial. For your ammo, you have been armed with the truth bullets you gathered during the investigation. Truth bullets that are relevant to the debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim your reticle and right-click to fire. You will want to aim for words highlighted in gold. Those are the weak spots, baby. A lie or contradiction may be hiding within a weak spot. Carefully compare your classmates' statements to the evidence you have gathered and use the correct truth bullet to destroy the relevant weak spot. If things are flying by too fast, use spacebar to concentrate. This will temporarily slow down time. Speaking of time, be sure not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not that someone of your caliber would ever fail. Anyway, press the F3 key to revisit these controls whenever you wish. That's all for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions. Yay! Woo! Bloody night assault rifle.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
I'm gonna let it run all the way through first.
True. Objection!
Shut up.
It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene.
Shut up,
The
dude.
body was pretty
Why
bloody.
are you speaking?
And what could have spilled that blood? Besides that big, scary gun.
Okay, well that's obviously the incorrect thing.
That's right. There was a gun. You hear that, lawyer man? She agrees.
You really can't do this on your own, Wolfgang? The loudest voices in the room aren't always the smartest. Fortunately, an uninformed argument is never difficult to shoot down.
The mystery was never about.
Can you speed up? You can! I like the game better this way. Yeah, we're about to get a no, that's wrong. I'm so excited. One of the chipmunks.
Big scary gun. Ah,
What?
that's right.
I'm sorry?
There was a gun.
Did I press the wrong button? The fuck? What? Hold on. F3?
Was never about who.
Oh, it's right click. What the hell does left click do then? It made a noise and everything. Oh god. I've only got fucking 18 seconds left. Am I about to lose? I'm about to lose.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
That big scary gun. What does that even have to do with anything?
What? Did I not have the knife selected? She's right. How could I mess this up? What? Did I not have the knife selected?
The mystery was never about who.
I lost.
Kara, but
GG.
How she died.
Damn it, I missed my chance. If I can't get anyone to listen to me, this case will never be solved. What? I'm gonna give up, I guess. I'm so confused. What?
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
How do I access my truth bullet menu? This one. I had the knife selected, no? Fully loaded. That's stupid. That's stupid, man. Her question was what else could have caused it other than the gun, so obviously you say knife. That's the answer. I don't like that the very first thing is dumb. I don't like that the first one's dumb, guys.
No, that's wrong.
Break. What else could have caused the blood other than the big scary gun? The knife. Nope.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from
Oh,
top
shit.
to bottom.
All right, then tell me, how is a fully loaded assault
Don't
rifle
continue.
used as the murder weapon?
Okay, I'm sorry. I accidentally turned on automatic skipping. Automatic dialogue. Is it space? Yeah, it is space. Okay.
That's easy. It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity.
Please die. I can't wait for chapter 2 when you get fucking your head blown off.
Shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Are you voiced by a YouTuber?
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
Chicken. The actual murder weapon? That's obvious. It was the assault rifle. Door, the ladder, the knife, the bucket. Fucking hell.
I got it.
Yes, that's right!
The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
You're such an asshole.
Cam's razor gotta ruin everything.
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
Yeah, glad everyone here's a fucking bloodthirsty psycho.
The rifle? Why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Is Grace still dead?
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
Sorry, Sugar Boy. This debate's getting out of control fast. I need to say something. Yahoo! Non-stop debate? That's what I do.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Odd
choice.
That gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
Oh, shut up.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
It's easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think otherwise. Yeah, victim's hands, I guess. Pop, 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 pop. Rest of the hands are clean. Assault rifle. Nothing on it. Speckled blood. I don't think it's a clear-cut case. Stabbed in the torso 28 times, huh? Both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted
I think it's a victim's hands on the like second or third next one to come up.
That gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
I just wish I could shoot bullet right through his fucking skull.
Then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them.
Ah, shit, that was it.
And yet,
I missed it. Can I go back?
they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
Focus, speed up, cycle bullet. No, I have to wait until it goes all the way back. I'm out of time again. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, it's the killer.
Both the rifle
I hope I don't get both of them wrong in a row, dude. Come on, I need fucking Nimona or Moana or whatever her name is.
Aesthetics over effectiveness.
Shut up. Okay.
Are you out of it? That has nothing to do with anything.
I need to think this over. I'm dead again, dude. 2 fucking game overs in a row. They really have 2 stupid ones in a row? I don't know about this one, guys. Damn it, I missed my chance. I can't get anyone to listen to me, so this case will never be solved. Welcome to my playthrough of Project Eden's Garden, guys. Let's do this every single time. I'm trying to think.
To reiterate,
Both the rifle and the knife.
and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Is it tablet? Blah, blah, blah. Stab, blah, blah, blah. Suffered chemical burns to the head, blah, blah, blah. Ultimate teacher's aid. It can't be assault rifle again, surely. Man, this is not supposed to be like chapter 1 Danganronpa. This is supposed to be like chapter 2 Danganronpa. This is way too early to be throwing complete curveballs at me. This makes no sense.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun.
Is it assault rifle again?
These
There?
days, it's all about aesthetics over
Wrong one.
effectiveness.
Wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Assault rifle. Yeah, we have no way of knowing if the gun works because you didn't fucking shoot it, so... It might be that. Might be that.
That's like your opinion.
You need to die right now.
If the gun was broken, then the would have.
I should just throw some fucking shit at the wall until it sticks because I'm gonna get a game over. You get way too little time. I know I'm on the hard difficulty, but Jesus Christ. Okay. It's easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but... Okay. Yeah. Okay, okay. It's tablet on the killer. Tablet on the killer.
And the knife
That's it.
were next
It's gotta be.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Yeah, tablet on the killer, 100%.
Odd choice.
Double or nothing. I'm cashing in my chips. I know it. I'm so right. I'm so correct.
That's like your opinion, lady.
Because it doesn't say that she was shot at any point.
then the
Yeah! I did figure it out. I only took one game over this time, guys. If it's only one game over each, then I'll yeah. This is a breezy pace.
End up running in circles.
what? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed with a knife.
I want to punch this guy.
The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
The camera angle, dude. Leave me alone, Wolfgang.
Huh?
Cognito hazard.
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
Acid.
A stealth attack. I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
Speaking of acid attack,
That girl must have been killed
you're next.
before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Specifically, evidence that shows the victim attempted to fight back.
This is it.
Why was that different
We found dry blood
thing
on
than the other time?
fingernails,
Oh.
which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened,
The doorway of the closet.
There have been streaks of blood on the floor or in the hallway.
Can we hide this in the doorway?
Can't say I saw any.
Thank you for your input, chat.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Massive prank. So good.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
If you want to see carrying, you should see me carry my CS:GO team.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
blood?
Hoop. Uh-oh, blood.
It should have gotten everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon.
I believe Grace is still in a coma.
Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Good point.
Grace, come back to us. Come on, Grace.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was.
Yes,
Metaphor.
you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If you want to see overpowered, you should see me carrying my CS:GO team.
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
There must be something we're missing. Something that explains how the victim was overpowered. And I know I'm the only one who can figure that out. I think anyone with a fucking brain between their ears can figure this out. All right. I'll talk about agree points. During the last non-stop debate, you would have noticed that some phrases were blue. I bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Those phrases are called agree points. They're the counterpoint to weak spots. As the name would suggest, if your agree point aligns with the evidence you've gathered, you can use your truth bullets to prove it correct. Simply aim your reticle at it as you would with a weak spot and shoot. If you're in your pursuit of the truth, you must be prepared to corroborate your classmates' testimonies. When it would be wise to do so, it is for you to figure out. Good luck! Maybe they're going to throw me off and not have it be an agree now. It's just going to be disagree. Well, I know it's going to be something about the acid. Or the bleach. No? Okay, no, bucket. Okay. Whew.
That salami killer pulled a fast
Salami killer?
and knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it,
Yeah, I think it's probably that.
did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
That's it. Boom.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't. Definitely not going to betray anyone here.
Tried clawing their eyes out.
Why did the victim not shoot her attacker? Everyone's got a theory, but who has the actual answer?
That salami.
Keep her going, keep her going, keep her going, keep her going.
Did have
Keep her going, keep her going. Damon and the Chipmunks.
Didn't even see. Appreciate the support, but you're not talking any sense, mate.
She was acid attacked in the eyes. What the fuck are you talking about? Now even the pirate is scolding me. What was I thinking? Ultimate debate, are you sure? Okay, well, I guess I'm looking at my truth bullets. It's literally like tablet. Chemical burns to the eyes. Bucket. Victim didn't see them coming. Is it tablet again? For fuck's sake. Yeah. I thought maybe there's gonna be some nuance, but no. Just tablet, tablet, tablet. That's all it's about these days. Everyone's caught in their fucking iPads. Yes, that's right! I consent!
What?
Never mind. Break.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face.
According to my calculations.
That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her. Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burn.
No one gonna mention the bucket. No one gonna mention the bucket, guys. I feel like the bucket is like pretty damning evidence here.
Blinded with bleach? That's horrible.
But how did they throw the bleach into her eyes?
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back.
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
I would never blind a friend of mine. That would just be so horrible.
When she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No, not yet.
God, the fact that he stood next to the two like small people.
Seriously?
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far. Because of you,
Shut
we're
up.
one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
You need to shut the fuck up, Volcam. You need to be like Salem witch trialed, like an anvil tied to your leg and chopped off the pier.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
Tell me, Damon, what's 9 plus 10?
The motive?
Mm-hmm. You're on the right track.
I don't like how nice he's being. I don't like it.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Who's the phone?
Yeah, she's back! Woo! Come on, Queen!
Grace?
Whoa, what? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Right now, Soybean. Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire. I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room. An elephant in the room?
There's no one elephant themed here. There's every animal but elephant.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I guess I'm always one step ahead, guys.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you
You go
think
stupid.
the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the
Are we in
actual murder
fucking
took place,
primary
I'd
school?
say.
Like, I...
And what is this something else? Go on. Explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
She's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move on from the subject, I need to make sure the logic is completely sound. Alright then, let's put out this fire. Really? Bucket again, I guess. How many sides does an octagon have?
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Maybe the victim drank it.
Into another bottle?
What about a container?
Boom.
There were a bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun.
You need to die.
When the victim came in, pow! He squirted her in the eyes.
Hey! The ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
To inflict those chemical burns, the killer had to use something, but what?
Well, if the original bottles...
I'm agreeing with Mama. Yes, that's right! I can say it to you! Oh, I can say it to you so hard! Oh, look at the big muscle mommies.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
The fuck? Are you... The fuck did you just say to me? Excuse me? Never mind, you're reduced from mommy status to MILF status.
How'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course.
Grace's accent is
apologies.
It's impossible to pin. It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes? Especially without her knowing. There must be some kind of clue missing here. Think, Damon, think.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work?
I don't have any experience in that or anything.
Unless those chemicals came from above.
Oh my god, it was perched on the fucking door. Are you kidding me? Above? Yes, that's right. Above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air?
It really was a prank. Who said it was a prank? The influencer guy? He was correct. It actually was a prank.
Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Did you all have you all drank lead or something? It's like, this is the oldest trick in the book. Like, this is actually the oldest trick in the book. Putting a bucket on top of the door.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
If you're gonna not contribute, speak faster.
Unless you take into account the size difference.
Oh, yeah, you're always taking that into account.
The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
Killer wanted two things. For the bucket to be above the victim, and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. In other words, he needed to bounce the bucket. But on what? Really? You need to close your eyes to know that it's the door? Seriously?
I got it. I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it.
I also don't, Damon.
Killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room,
See, he knew it was a prank.
She pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her.
Gotcha!
This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant.
So she was hunting him down.
When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yes.
Fucking Cassie still standing there with her figure out.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high?
Oh my god.
Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
I have no idea how traps work, guys, so this one's all on you. To bounce that bucket on the door, the killer would need to reach pretty high. Was there anything at the crime scene they could have used as a boost? Come on, if I can answer that, I'll add further credibility to my theory. Whoa! Okay, cool.
This is it. There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
You are getting acid attacked.
Match point. Occam's razor.
Or I guess it's bleach, so it's a base attack.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knick-knack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far. But I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you apes.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
You didn't need the 2-second break, Kai.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree. They must have been hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume. Probably just this. I would imagine. Like, it's either that or behind the door, but behind the door, you won't be able to see them come in.
I got it.
Yeah, this is the area shrouded in darkness is definitely where...
I've got it.
There he was
He
in.
was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun.
I do agree with Winona for once. I think she was trying to kill the other person and he was defending himself.
Provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder.
It's not murder. If it's self-defense, it's not murder. It's just killing.
Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
Not true. Not true. I've done it to actually. Yes, I'm not a man, so it's fine. Never mind. I won't bring up the women that I've killed.
Eliminating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
There's no excuse.
It was a battle royale, guys.
There never was an excuse.
Yeah, why did you kill her, Wolfgang?
28 stab wounds.
It is the Detroit Become Human.
No person should ever suffer Kara's.
It is 100% the Detroit Become Human reference. It has to be. 28 stab wounds!
Wait, who's Kara?
It was the victim's name. Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree.
No, he's a white knight.
But you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We've figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
That, like, your accent changes every sentence, Grace. I do like your voice. Your accent is so inconsistent. So I guess you are Australian, which is why I did it first.
We're not finished here.
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency. This is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
Oh, Wolfgang, damn!
What the hell?
Yeah, what a savage.
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was
Wouldn't know anything about harm.
Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
I just noticed that this is a case 0 at the top left, so this is like doesn't even count as the first
If I was
murder.
in the killer's
So I wonder if there's gonna be another one after this in chapter 1.
definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Yep, throwing bleach on a woman and stabbing her to death 28 times is pretty passionate thing to do.
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong.
Said the
There's
line.
no way this was done in self-defense.
Why are you such a wife knight? Why are you such a white knight, Wolfgang?
No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Give him a hug.
I I won't allow this!
Wow.
Wow, things are getting emotional! While you've only been using logical arguments to further the trial so far, now might be a good time to change your approach. Introducing the pathos mechanic. During non-stop debates, the emotionally charged commentary of our classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called pathos statements. You can absorb these pathos statements by hovering over them with your reticle and pressing E or LT. The pathos statement will then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that's directly contradicted by a pathos statement and fire. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements. While you'll always be able to advance the trial using pure logic, emotional arguments can lead to some unique conversations. Oh, I gotta do some sucking? I'm gonna do some suckage? Well, I don't think I'm gonna use any of those. Ignore them.
So easily and without restraint. There is no
They have the camera angles and the text and everything perfect. It's so good.
Take a chill pill, man.
Here, you want a Xanax?
Expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't
Ultimate
even know
teacher's
the
aid. That's like
death.
ultimate number 2.
Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
No pathos statements so
But
far?
how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you
Did I get
have
it?
no proof. So says the ultimate liar.
Hold. Okay, I guess I didn't hold it. Well. Was this murder justified? Or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth.
To kill Kara so
Okay. Hopefully I don't run out of time this time. Fucking Alvin the Chipmunks argument is so good. Yeah, sadistic killing lore is an intuition maybe because it was 28 stat wounds, which is pretty sadistic.
Assumptions about the killer's
That's not wrong.
reason to trust you if you have no
There we go.
proof. So says the ultimate liar.
Okay. I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth.
and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
This is it. This has got to be it. I'm putting it all on black here. This was a sadistic killing.
I don't see how that relates to his point.
I made a mistake. I just posted cringe.
To kill Kara so easily.
Well, I guess I'll just use this on everything.
There is no way to
Lawyer's intuition?
Take a chill pill, man. We shouldn't
Oh, God.
make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This
How the fuck is lawyer's intuition gonna come in handy? Well, I hope it wasn't that one because it zipped by in like a picosecond that I don't even shoot on it.
Just the crime scene they left.
It can't be this. Doesn't make any sense. This doesn't, yeah.
Killer, dead or alive,
I think it's the one that just flies past.
deserves to be brought to justice.
And I think I'm gonna run out of time again because of that.
But how can we do that? There's no.
Oh, here we go. No? Excuse me?
If you have
Excuse me?
no proof.
What the actual frick just happened?
So says the ultimate liar.
Right, well, game over again, I guess. The fuck? I think, is it the one that just zips by? No, that was right, and it just was blocked by text. Okay. Alright, give me the game over. I've had that happen in actual Danganronpa before, so it is very accurate. Give me the game over. I can still turn this debate around. Thank God, losing doesn't mean anything. I'm probably gonna get like an F rank or something, I don't know. Sounds like Star Wars music when it's sped up like this.
Been self-defense.
So it's not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. No, there's no way. It's not that one. It's the next one. It's the one that I just fucking tried to shoot, but it missed. Blah, blah, blah. Keep her going. Come on. Fuck you, dude. Thank God I have stream chat. Thank God I have stream chat, or I would literally never get that because I shot it. Like, I clicked right on it.
If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before.
Pussy.
If his lawyer's intuition tells us that
Hey, your boyfriend's so hard.
and we have no reason to disagree.
Like, they're even like green and purple. They're both wearing like similar clothes. They're supposed to fuck.
To trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the
You're
killer's
awake.
intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah, Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Wolfgang, can you reach over and like punch her in the fucking head for me, please?
If it means going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Ah, thank you guys. This warms my heart.
For your support.
This fills me with hope. I'm definitely not going to die at any point.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Even if I did.
Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're disembodied voice! We've figured out your stupid case! Now let us leave!
I would not interpret that as easy. I would think there's like a bear on the other side of the microphone.
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you...
Comic time, guys, comic time.
It'll be good practice.
Practice?
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together.
No, I'll present it on my own.
Let's dig into it.
It's time to bring this trial to an end. It's time for the closing argument. During closing argument, you must summarize the case from start to finish. Naturally, your medium will be a comic book. Since the class has a relatively good understanding of the case, some parts of the comic are already complete. But it seems your peers have glossed over the smaller details, judging by the gaps in the story. To fill those gaps, you've been provided a collection of stock panels. Use the washed keys to navigate your stock. Hover your mouse over the relevant gap and press the lit key to insert the panel. Don't forget the Q and E keys. Those are how you flip between pages, baby. By the way, gaps will reveal a hint if you hover over them. If you ever need to revisit this information, the control panel's only one F3 key away. Now stand up straight and fix that tie. We got a case to close, sexy.
Where did the killer hide? In the janitor's closet. Okay. I'm scared. The timer is scared the shit out of me. What was the victim carrying? What? Did I not? Excuse me? Oh, it's okay. Had the killer reach the door frame? What did the killer pour into the bucket? How was the trap triggered? Boom. Bazinga. Bing bang, bish bash bosh. Going up the step ladder, which is how did the killer reach the door frame? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now we're cooking. More? Hello? Okay. Clawing at killer's neck. Classic. Love a bit of clawing at killer's neck, to be honest. Bleach. Bleach. And finally,
assault rifle.
This is how it happened.
Give me the presentation. I'm excited for this, actually.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
All blackened.
Decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
They needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Is this like a previous killing game that you guys did? Must be, right? Damn! Look at them
To
cheeks.
do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise.
More like the thickened.
Killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the door frame. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
You can't just sneak in to say the obvious thing to steal the kill and get the XP.
The killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival.
He should have wrapped himself in toilet roll so he looked like a mummy. So she wouldn't know it was him.
The killer could
She'd be
have
scared, like,
used
oh, there's a
the door to
mummy.
attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
The bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Youch!
Love my man. My god, the animation.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the
It has
killer.
Danganronpa music.
The victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case.
I mean, if it's someone in this room, we just look for whoever has scars in their neck.
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Who the fuck is Horus?
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
That is what I promised, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the room.
Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it.
I mean, I've seen you. I've seen the shadow of you. You look spooky.
My head, it raises a compelling argument.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while?
I mean, yeah, I'm happy to oblige if your head is that good.
Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
I mean, that's not where I thought your face was going, but sure. Face to face?
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
It's the Phantom of the Extra.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled.
Squid Game.
What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land, serve it, or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Can you repeat the options, please? Wow, she really did voice out every single one of those days.
What the fuck is going on?
Language. This person. Actually, I did his voice. This person. His voice. Not even looking at him.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy? No. You don't address.
Oh, he's the murderer.
Like
Look at that. He's literally, like, it's literally the grey guy. He's literally grey. He's the blackened.
Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name.
That's why he's wearing the mask.
His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
So you won the last one, and now you're the host of this one. Killing Game? The end.
Well done.
Oh, you can call me Tozu for short.
Hey.
Hey, what do you mean Killing Game?
The show.
Do you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of this case? Quite the contrary. Oh, wait, what? This is a bug report, guys. Bug report. This is absolutely supposed to be Tozu's line. Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning. Of what?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates, are going to kill each other. That's not...
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery. No, I said you could leave the room. I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way. What are you talking about? You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man, a man sworn to the truth. And if I recall correctly, should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Okay, I'm not going to read all this. It's going to take too fast. I'm already clicking. I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home. You sneaky son of a bitch. You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said that this was Eden's Carton Academy, bullshit. What am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it. He's lying.
Dude!
Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away? Where would we run to?
Pathetic.
Pfft, I can't host a game without any contestants. Please don't do this. I just want to go home. I just want to be with my family. Please, just let me go home.
There's no need to worry.
Again, it's another line that's fucking quoted to Damon. He's stealing everyone's thunder. There's no need to cry, Miss Tallner. Huh? No, this is not Talmer. This is Miss Maitsu. Every single sentence says Damon did. We're all civilized here. No one is going to kill anyone simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal.
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you've proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey.
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft. Softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. See, this isn't a bug. This is actually a hint that this is all a hallucination inside Damon's head. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor dear in a jar and return her to nature.
I would never.
My mochi heart would melt otherwise. Yeah, you go, Damon. I see. That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced? What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic.
If you do, then tell me. Regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise.
Plot twist.
Not. Plot twist, shut up, dude. You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a sport.
And one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game.
Get out.
How? All you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist.
Stop saying that! And for good reason! If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit if you can. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed this murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed, and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free, and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? All of us will be executed? That's not fair!
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter. No, there's no pig-themed person. Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that. Or maybe you don't care. It depends on what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 would be allowed to survive?
No shot.
No shit. The 2 people. That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder. I know! That's what makes it so funny! Most of you will die no matter what. And yet, with every passing trial, you will all cling to life more desperately. And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion. I can't wait to see all of you in action. The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind. The ultimate judo master. Yes, queen! You're gonna die now, though.
You fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
You are, like, grabbing onto his cock right now. This is inappropriate.
Clear you won't listen to reason.
She is definitely Australian, okay.
Just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow and another. God, I wish that were me. And when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
But before we could do anything... God, they always kill my favorite character first, dude! Come on! Every single time! The sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Oh. She dodged it. She dodged it, guys. She dodged. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the stray bullet. Sprite update. There's a new character. It's Mukuro Ekosaba. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is an actual gimp. They're all blackened. They're all blackened. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was working with him. You shot at her!
For real?
This is getting out of hand! Now there are 2 of them! Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence!
You think?
I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, if any of you kids try to jeopardize this killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she misses her shots, that was just a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case...
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents. Stop calling us your friends, you duplicitous fuck. You've got something up your sleeve and I don't like it.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't. But I'll continue to trust them if I do. Because they're ultimates. Huh? They're charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
We will not succumb, even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures. He's right! Grace was trying to compose herself, clearly still shocked by her run-in with death.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw that all away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one, The students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick. Holy shit, Damon!
My.
Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea.
What kind of captain would I be if I can't handle a small crew of 15?
What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Are you going to die? Are you going to die and Wolfgang's going to become the protagonist? Are you going to die and Wolfgang's going to become the protagonist? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? Don't say it. Don't say the word. Don't say the word. Don't say the opposite of hope. Don't say it. The voice inside me was answered by another.
No.
You've got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Do you all actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, instead of resorting to random and ad hominem attacks, why don't you try to explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me? Yeah, you were the perfect one to pan the camera to. In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all of these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that it will be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. God, I wish that were me. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all need.
Please.
Stop trying to turn us against each other, please. The horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Eva. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Eva's right. Huh?
No!
Damon, not you too!
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No! I would never kill anybody! Yeah, you just lead other people to kill each other.
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? His question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings. Runs up and fucking locks lips with him.
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dollars obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off of public attention for their own goals. Ouch!
You've got to be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me. Running a business that feeds millions is pointless.
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on. There's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel their words worming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. Yeah, right, David. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality.
Yeah.
Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you can say words nobody understands? Like policy? Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know?
Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good? We're in the middle of a death game.
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to... It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads. You get off on it. Who? Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who can smell blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. You just lied, by the way. You said you don't lie, but you just lied. Your Mara already spilled blood. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay! He returned to his podium, with the masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered into the two of them into the ground and out of sight.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone, right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all going to make it out of here, okay? We're all going to make it out of here, okay? Yep, that's true. Good ending. Garp. It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game. People who despise me. How? How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other so easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or worse, it's me versus them. So cued the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare. An unrelenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. And the end of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I would like to save my game. Thank you very much. Oh, am I going to get an intro, actually? Those were my stitches and needles complete. That's a really nice art, actually. Surviving member 16. To be continued. Oh my god, is this the end of everything that's out so far? Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, shucks, Buster. Is it over? Would you like to save your game? Yes, please. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Is this the end of everything, or is this the end of the prologue? I don't know. I'm just gonna... No way. It said to be continued, though. They said chapter 1 is out. They said chapter 1 is out, right? It can't just be the prologue. Okay, yeah, there's more. Okay, I will end the episode here then in that case. That was a very fun time. Thank you for watching. I know I'm not really adding anything of worth, but that's my purpose on this planet, just to kind of sit here and spout words, spout nonsense. Yeah, I'm going to end this episode, and I'm also going to end the stream. So thank you everyone who watched it live, and thank you everyone watching it not live. Your death has no effect on me. The number goes up, and that's all that matters, okay? Yeah, I actually really like this game so far, and the characters are very fun to voice act, and I'm definitely sure, like, I know there is always some growing pains when it comes to getting a cast of fucking 16 characters and having to learn all of their voices immediately, but I'm definitely kind of fitting into it, and I'm enjoying it, and voicing that, what's his name, Tozu? Voicing him is very fun. He is very fun to voice. I love voicing villains, and I love people who laugh, and I can't wait for there to be some Kamaidas who go, because I haven't... Jesus Christ, the last time I did a Kamaida laugh was So. And that was like 3-4 years ago. Oh my god. God, we need an antagonist to fuck some shit up. Ash, yeah, that's true. Ash as well. Yeah, Ash. Never mind. But Ash was 3 years ago, so it has been years. It's been multiple years. It's been long enough for the Kamaida laugh to be considered legally dead. But yeah, thanks for watching again. And I know I'm asking at the end of every episode, but I'm trying to boost my analytics because I don't know, YouTubers, like, apparently when you ask to people to like and subscribe, they actually do it. So yeah, I would really appreciate it. I am a very small channel. So like every like is like, you know, it's a lot bigger of a boost to me than it would be like some YouTuber with 1 million subs, you know. So yeah, please leave a thumbs up. It's just a little click. If you like the video, just a little click. That's all it takes. And also a subscription. Yes. Help me hit 1K, guys. Help me hit 1K. Help me hit 1K so I can retire. I'm going to go sip mojitos in the Bahamas. Yeah, goodbye. Thanks for watching.